is good! Beer is good! It's soft!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of The Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined once again by Sara and Galatiani. Ladies, how's it going?
Great. Good.
So we're continuing on our stout adventure as we have two beers from the Terrapin Brewery. Tell them what we have.
First we have Moo Hoo Chocolate Milk Stout, followed by a Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout.
Yes, we have a milk stout, an imperial stout, a good little mix of stouts. Are you ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Let's drink some beer. Moo Hoo is a milk chocolate stout brewed by Terrapin Brewing out of Athens, Georgia. The beer features cocoa nibs and shells from Olive and Sinclair Chocolate Company to give the beer its chocolatey great taste. It has an ABV of 6%, an IBU of 30, Beer Advocate rates it at 95, Rate Beer rates it at 3.97, Untapped rates it at 3.91. Alright, so up first we have Moo Hoo. Let's go ahead and go for the rating and look at the appearance. Pretty dark, I mean, really can't see through that at all.
No.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Appetizing for a stout, what do you think?
Yes. Just like a stout should look. Yeah, it's dark, it's nice.
Appearance has some nice, brownish bubbles. It has died down a little bit, but I think I'm going to rate it a 4. Looks pretty nice. Let's go for the smell. You definitely get some of that chocolate. You smell some of the lactose from the milk sugar in there a little bit, the sweetness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it smells really good. Like a Yoo-hoo. Darker Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I mean, it really does smell like
chocolate,
Yoo-hoo. Yeah.
not bitter chocolate, like a chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point, because a lot of the chocolate beers, you do kind of get more of that bitter chocolate sometimes. So, yeah, it's kind of the milk sweet kind of chocolate.
Yeah, it's very rare you get this kind of chocolate. Yeah, I agree. Even in a chocolate stout. Yeah.
For the smell, I'm going to go 5. It smells awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, the best part, the taste. Cheers. So good. That's real good.
That's very good. Yeah.
It really does taste like an alcoholic Yoo-Hoo.
Yes,
it really does. Really nice and sweet up front. Pretty long finish. Kind of develops on the back end. I do get a little bit of bitterness. I think it's like 30 IBU, so I am getting a touch of the bitterness, but it plays well with the sweetness and it balances pretty well.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. I taste a little bit of bitterness, but it balances it out. I think it needs a little bit of the bitterness, and it lasts on your tongue a long time. I think it's really good. It still tastes like a Yoo-Hoo. I think the bitterness brings it more back to the fact that you're drinking a beer and not just the... Yeah,
and you get some of the lactose sugar, some of that sweetness in there as well. Tastes pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
For the taste, I will go another 5. I think it's awesome. I think for the style, for a milk stout, I mean, you know in the name what you're getting, and you definitely kind of taste that.
Oh yeah.
So, let's go with the mouthfeel. I'd say it's medium, or maybe just slightly under medium. Coats the tongue nicely. It's kind of not too thick, not too thin. I think great for the style. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Maybe slightly a little less medium, but otherwise I think it's good. Well, I think it works well too, because if you're thinking about drinking a Yoo-Hoo, it's nice and it's not too thick. It's almost like a watered down.
It really is like water chocolate milk. Yeah, it's not really
so
milk at all.
This would be kind of more like goes in here.
Yeah, so the mouthfeel, I'd go 4. I mean, it's not like blowing me away, but it's definitely better than average. So I think overall, that's going to put Moo Hoo somewhere in the 4.5, 4.25 range. I think it's a damn good chocolate milk stout. Definitely encourage anybody who can get it to pick it up. Any final thoughts overall?
It's yummy, and you should drink it. I think it's good. I would give it like a 9.5. I think it's really good.
Okay.
Actually, I think.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, I think a 10.
10?
I really like it.
Perfect for a milk stout.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
And the chocolate with it helps.
Yeah. Alright, so there you go. That's Moo Hoo. Wake and Bake is a coffee oatmeal imperial stout. It's brewed with coffee roasted by Jittery Joe's, specifically for this big imperial stout. It has an ABV of 9.4%, an IBU of 50, Beer Advocate rates it at 91, Rate Beer rates it at 4.29, Untapped rates it at 4.05. Alright, to close the show, we have the Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout. Let's go for the ratings and look at the appearance. This is definitely motor oil black. The last one was black, this is like black as night black. I mean, there's no seeing through this one at all. Nope. No transparency. Had a nice brown head to it. Dissipated a little bit. I'm not sure if our glassware is a little dirty, but looked nice to me. I'm going to rate that a 5. I mean, for a stout, very nice. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's as it should be. It's
completely dark looking through it.
Yes.
Pleasing to the eyes. All right, let's go for the smell. Actually, yeah, I get 5. So let's go for the smell. Didn't think I rated it. Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't get a ton of roasts. You don't get a ton of coffee, but the coffee that's there is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's not like a coffee that's already been brewed. It's a very simple form of coffee that you're smelling. Like it.
Yeah, I smell.
Like the meat almost.
I smell syrup.
Yeah.
Too. Am I weird?
Yeah, I can't quite put my nose on it either, but
Which
there's...
is breakfasty. It goes along with the breakfast. It's syrup, but it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, so maybe there's kind of that oatmeal-y kind of smell.
It smells breakfasty, though. I mean, I guess with the mixture of the little bit of coffee, some syrup, oatmeal.
Yeah, I can see that. I think for the smell, I'll give it a 3.5. I mean, it's better than average, but nothing's really jumping out at me as like, wow, this smells really great. I want to drink this now. But it smells nice.
It does.
All right, well, the best part, the taste. You get a lot more coffee in the taste than you do in the smell, that's for sure.
Agree.
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice. It's a little sweet. You get some of that coffee bitterness. You're not getting a lot of like the stouty, roasty kind of malted bitterness. So I kind of enjoy that. It's good. Got a nice long finish to it. Not overly bitter. What do you think?
I agree. I'm pleasantly surprised actually with the more coffee that I can taste. I was kind of,
Yeah. The
Well,
first
iffy.
sip, I just got like bitter coffee kind of, and I wasn't getting the sweet, but now I am. And it tastes like it smells.
It's real easy drinking for being an Imperial too. So that's nice.
That's true.
For the taste, I'll go 4.5. It's pretty nice. Not quite perfect for Imperial kind of stout, but it's still nice. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I would go with. I think it's good. I think it's easy. So I'll go with a 9.25 maybe.
Well, what do you think about mouthfeel before we finish
the
off? We're doing
mouthfeel.
mouthfeel
See,
still.
I'm ready.
Yeah, she's ready to go. Yeah, she's ready for the next one.
The mouthfeel, it tastes maybe a little lighter, I would think.
Yeah, I think it's not quite as heavy as it might be, but it's still nice. Again, it's a nice long finish. Not thick and syrupy, but does have a little bit of kind of like thickness to it, a little bit syrupy, but not super syrupy.
No, not at all. Just a little bit in the flavor, which I think it all works together pretty well. And yeah, it's not for an Imperial Stout. It's pretty mellow, which I guess could be a bad thing if you're looking for imperialness.
Yeah, for the mouthfeel, I'll go 4. I think so. That kind of brings us to overall. I think it's somewhere in that 4.25 range. I think there's probably some better ones out there. It's definitely one of the better oatmeal stouts I've had. I haven't had a ton of them, but this one I do enjoy for sure.
I think it's pretty good. I would say 8.5 for me.
Okay.
I would do a 9.25, somewhere around there.
All right, so there you go. That's the Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout. All right, so those tastings complete. That's going to wrap up this episode of the Beer Chasers. So we started with the Moo Hoo Chocolate Milk Stout.
So we all agreed it tasted like a Yoo-Hoo, almost like a darker Yoo-Hoo. It was like you probably can get yourself in trouble with drinking a lot, more without even realizing it. But it was good. You could really get that chocolate flavor, and it had almost the same consistency, not like a thick chocolate milk thing, but like a Yoo-Hoo pretty much for beer. So it was good.
Yeah. And then we finished the episode with Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial.
Yes, we like that one too. It was definitely a rich coffee flavor, a little bit of the sweetness and the oatmeal, kind of syrupy, definitely breakfasty. But for an Imperial, it was a little bit on the medium end. It didn't have quite that mouthfeel, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, so we talk about beer chasing. When we beer chase for the Moo Hoo, so would we go 3 hours on a drive to the brewery to get that one?
I would.
I would too, for sure. I mean, that's definitely a really good one. Would we drive across state lines 6-7 hours to pick this one up specifically?
I mean, if there's nothing better to do, sure.
Yeah.
If I'm like jam-packed and I'm working like 60 hours a week, no, probably not.
I agree. I agree. It's definitely, I think, worth it. I mean, don't kill yourself over it.
I think I would. I think it's worthy of a trip. I would definitely pick up more Terrapin. I mean, Terrapin really is, from where we're at, it is like a 6 or 7 hour drive. So if this one didn't get distributed down here, I might make the trip up there for this one because I think it's that good of a milk stout. And if I was craving milk stout or knew somebody who's into milk stout was coming to visit and I wanted to blow them away, I think that's one I'd pick up for them.
For sure. Yeah.
So, so I guess you two are out. So it's when I drive or when I fly across the country for like a beer festival for that one, probably not. Definitely not worth the hotel and all that kind of money to pick this one up. But it's damn good. It's pretty close, you know. If this was, again, included as part of like a package where the only time you could get that would be at the festival, but there's also these other amazing beers, it might help influence me to make the trip where you kind of say, okay, that's kind of worth going for it. So how about the coffee oatmeal stouts, the wake and bake? So we drive 3 hours to the brewery for this one.
No.
I probably wouldn't either. I think it's good.
Yeah, I gotta agree. You know, the more I was drinking it, I was like, you know, I think I was just more pleasantly surprised that it didn't taste the way it smelled. But now, you know, as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if I would make the trip like that.
It's good. I would drink it again for sure. But that kind of a drive, no, probably not.
Yeah, the fact that we get distribution here, I would definitely pick it up again. But I think it's about where I would stop. You know, it's not worth a 3 or 4 hour drive specifically for it.
Especially if you're looking for an imperial stout.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, well, I think that's going to wrap up the episode. Ladies, thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
So we're going to wrap it up. I'm Preston, Sara, Galatiani, the Beer Chasers. We'll see you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. And stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer. Beer.